In number 12, we're asked to solve the differential equation, which means we want to find the original function here. So we're going to have to take the antiderivative of this function on both sides. So we're going to get y equals the antiderivative of this whole thing. But I'm going to split it up into two separate parts because of the subtraction. So we have antiderivative of 3e to the 4x dx minus the antiderivative of 8e to the negative 2x dx. And then for each of these situations, we're going to have to use u substitution. So for the first one, I'm going to say u equals 4x. So that means du would be 4 dx. We have a 3 and a dx in here. We don't need that 3, so I'm going to pull it out in front. And I'm going to multiply the inside by 4. Multiply the outside by 1/4. For this one over here, our u is negative 2x. So du is negative 2 dx. So I'm going to pull this 8 out in front, multiply the inside by negative 2, outside by negative 1/2. After doing that, we're going to have 3/4 times the antiderivative of e to the u du. Over here, bringing that 8 out so we get the negatives cancel out, we just end up with positive 4 times antiderivative e, and then, you know what, I'm going to change these, sorry, but I'm going to change this one to v so we're not dealing with the same variable. I should have done that from the beginning. But then we get e to the v dv. And when we do the antiderivative of those, remember antiderivative of e to the u is just e to the u plus c. So y equals 3/4 e to the u, which is 4x, plus 4 times e to the v, which is negative 2x, plus c. But we want to figure out what y is, and we can't leave that constant in there. We have to figure out what that constant is, so we use the information given to us. We know y is equal to negative 2 when x is 0. So we have negative 2 equals 3/4 times e to the 4 times 0, so e to the 0, plus 4 times e to the negative 2 times 0, so e to the 0, plus c. So e to the 0 is just going to be 1. We have negative 2 equals 3/4 plus 4 plus c. So 4 is the same as 16/4, so we have 19/4 plus c. Subtract that 19/4 over, we get negative 27/4. So now we can write our final answer. Y equals 3/4 e to the 4x plus 4 times e to the negative 2x minus 27/4.